Hello, hello. We are live with Anno Domini, and it is Connor's fault that we are this late. So
I take
Anyone else
responsibility.
surprised?
throw you under the bus there.
That's fine.
So we're here, and this is episode 7 of Anno Domini. And we finally have all 6 players of Anno Domini in the same place. I mean, that was because Jared didn't actually join in until later, but
Right.
we've now had 2 sessions with Jared and without some variation of people. But yeah, no, there's lots of fun stuff to be had. So I think what we'll do is we'll back up and find out what Ulrich was up to while he wasn't with everybody else. And then we'll just have everybody like give him a recap in character when you guys reunite. I think that will be the
We'll just have to try and actually
way to
remember
do
this.
this. Yeah, that'll be entertaining. So Ulrich, the last thing that you remember in terms of like what happened last was you guys helped free that Fey girl, right, who was nailed to the tree. You, Erastus, and Marmaduke, and she had provided a feast for you guys. And you know,
Right,
you were
and I
like,
got
Oh, that's right.
and
That's
so
okay.
you ate the feast, and
Yep.
you were magically charmed by her to fall in love.
Yep.
She didn't mean it to work on you, but it did.
Yeah.
She wanted it to work on Marmaduke. But so what happened was you were charmed, and Erastus and Marmaduke managed to drag you out of that place. But unfortunately, when you reunited with Donan and Leesig, in the middle of the conversation, Ulrich left without being noticed and went back to the grove.
Just like Hosea's wife.
Yeah. Yep.
Prostitution and went right back into
like a dog to its vomit.
Yep.
Yep.
Listen.
Exactly. But this is the thing. I did say I was re-listening to the episodes, and I did say that it would eventually wear off. So I think we're gonna pick up with Ulrich. So you've gone back, and you let us know. Give us a quick summary of like how Ulrich, because you're in love with this lady, right? That's
Right.
what you were. What would you have done to try to like? Because she didn't really want you to be there. What were you doing when you went back? Like, did you like fall down before her? Did you propose marriage? Did you like what happened exactly?
I mean, I probably went back and tried to impress her with my knowledge, but
Okay.
but I feel like Ulrich is a very like traditional guy in terms of romance.
Okay.
So I bet he did go back and say like, well, because his impression was that she didn't want him, right?
I mean, I don't know. Make an insight check, Ulrich. I don't know if you really figured that out. You were kind of smitten, so
Swint.
smitten is what I meant to say.
Smited.
Smitten.
Yeah, that's a great insight. So I totally think she's in love with me too.
Awesome. Hold
Yep.
on.
So he probably goes back and just proposes marriage then. He probably says, from the moment that I saw your eyes,
Mhm.
I knew that you were the fey creature for me.
Oh my.
And probably just traditionally proposes marriage and says, I know a guy, right? Like
Yeah.
like
Yeah, Jordan's,
I know a wizard that would
Totally. Do the
you know, I know a wizard that would what's the word? Officiate. That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
That would officiate.
are wizards licensed to officiate weddings? I feel like that's more a cleric thing.
Well,
You
also
certainly
know.
the 5 great wizards of England are licensed to do so.
Yeah, that's what I. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't aware there was a religious bent. to
He's
wizard.
also just a nobleman, so he can do that. Yeah.
Nobleman. Okay. Just take your word for it.
No, yeah, like what's his face? Quelniescent is a nobleman. So
Right.
He,
I just wasn't aware being nobleman you could officiate marriages. I didn't think that's
Really?
how that worked.
No, that's definitely how that worked.
Is that really how that
So
works?
you mean a
Yeah,
4-year-old could just be like,
feudal
I'm a
lords-
noble, you're married
Feudal
now.
lords officiated marriage all the time for like
Caleb,
people
is that
who
my
lived
juice?
on their lands.
I really thought that was a
Sure, they would have had priests do that.
clergy thing.
Yeah.
Parish
Pretty-
priest level.
I mean, obviously that happened.
I mean,
Caleb,
I gotta look this up now.
Caleb, are you drinking my juice right now?
Connor, were you half an hour late to the session?
No, I was 20 minutes late to this session. If you're drinking my juice, that means we're even.
nice
No,
justification.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Dang it, Caleb! Why'd you go and sell our players' right to heckle a
Oh
friend?
no, you guys can still heckle him. I just can't.
That's true.
He still owes all of us. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you just sold your brother's birthright of heckling to Connor for a glass of juice. Is
For a
that what you're
glass
saying?
of juice.
Yep.
Your older brother's right of heckling?
Mhm. I could have sworn this was a thing, but maybe I'm wrong.
I've never heard of that before, but it doesn't mean it's
I-
not true. It seems ridiculous to me that just being a noble would mean you could tell people that it was okay if, like, God was cool with them marrying, but whatever.
I feel like that was a thing, but I can't find.
I mean, I feel like nobles would just do that, and then the church would be like, no, and they'd be like, we have people who kill things, go away. So
maybe I'm getting it from a book or something. I don't know.
maybe it's kind of not important. We should probably move on.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
I
I don't
traditionally
know.
propose marriage.
It just bothers me that I thought that was a thing, and I feel like I've been wrong for years now. Anyway,
All
Go
you
ahead.
know is the lie. It's okay.
So I traditionally propose marriage to the Fey creature and say I know a wizard that can teleport here and officiate our wedding right now.
right? Okay, make a persuasion check.
Oh, I hope I succeed. This will make this a lot more interesting. Ooh, only a 15.
Ooh.
Darn.
Yeah. Let me do this. I want to make will save for a wisdom save for her.
Ooh, this should be good. This could be really interesting.
Session's just gonna be all.
Oh, what?
Oh,
I don't know what that means. No, I guess you win because that means the DC was 15.
Wait, what?
Wait, wouldn't he be setting the DC for her will save?
No. So because Connor's the one acting, Connor's like the attacker in the
Right.
situation. She's the defender, and so she's setting the DC.
Right, but doesn't she get like a bonus for this being so ludicrous?
why would you advocate against
Even-
your
Yeah.
own decision?
Well,
Well,
I'm thinking
even-
I don't want to succeed on such a low roll. Like if I had rolled a 20, I would have been like, "There's no way you're getting me out of this." Like I married
right,
her.
of course.
But I
well,
only rolled a
Ulrich is out of the
15,
game,
rolled a
make a new
15.
character, I guess.
No, but so technically the way the rules work, right, is because he is the one persuading her. This is just for me to set the DC because I didn't know where this DC was going to be.
Right.
The DC
but-
is 15, which
but
means you succeeded.
I gotcha.
doesn't she get some sort of like added bonus because I'm trying to persuade her? of
If
something
he had any
ludicrous?
bonus, it would be getting advantage, and the advantage would not help her in this instance.
So I succeed.
So you succeed.
Okay, now I'm uncomfortable. All right.
So I think what
Feywild,
happened.
right?
So we fade
Yeah,
to black, and
The thing about this whole situation is she was in love with Marmaduke, right?
Right.
But you come back and you are so passionate about like proposing marriage to her, right? You get down on one knee and you're just like, please, like you must marry me. Like you are the most beautiful woman I've ever seen. That sort of thing, right?
I
I
say
mean,
beautiful fey creature. Beautiful
Yeah.
fey creature I've ever seen. I probably don't say creature. Probably just
Well, the
say
thing is, Ulrich is probably using all of the words in his immense vocabulary at his
True.
disposal right now, right?
true. Your luminescent braids of glory just trickle into the stream of my heart.
what's your character's intelligence?
What's that?
What's your intelligence?
16.
Wow. Why do you have a high
Yeah, dude.
fighter? What is
Yeah.
that?
Dude, that was the point of my character. I was raised by a wizard. I'm a
No,
very
I
intelligent
just-
person.
I can't imagine that's going to be useful for you, but okay.
I just expect a fighter for a different campaign, and his intelligence score is 8.
See, that doesn't surprise me. That was what I
Well-
was expecting.
well,
your
so-
character to be.
so
But I
David,
knew it wouldn't be.
So
because-
David, I got the high intelligence so that I could have high skill points. I mean, that's really the only reason you use intelligence anyway, unless you're a wizard.
Right. Yeah.
for skill points. Like
Except
rogue should
that
have high
fighters don't care about
intelligence.
skill points, but that's okay.
Well,
Anyway,
well, mine does because I wanted arcana
right? Yeah, because you guys care
and
about magic
history.
stuff.
Yeah.
Were you planning
So
to go?
that's
Arcane
a
Fighter?
part of my character. It is benefiting me because then I can get cool magical weapons.
Right. Well, I mean, typically in D&D you get them anyways. But yeah, all right, that's fair.
Fight me.
But yeah, so basically what happens, right? Her response is like at first she's just like, "What is happening?" Right? Like, I thought you guys left, and like,
Right.
oh my gosh, like,
I thought I cast the spell. What's going on?
right, exactly. But you're so eloquent that
Right.
like she
She's
just
actually
like
interested.
grows like redder and redder her face, and then eventually she just like has like
colored
a
skin is she?
hand
What does
to
she
her.
look like? I don't even know.
Did we see a
Well,
picture of
okay,
her? I
so
don't
her
think we
name
did.
is Delia, just as a reminder, and she's like a beautiful woman. She has like chestnut brown hair. I don't think I really described her in too vivid detail, but like beautiful woman, but like obviously fey in nature, right? So she's unnaturally graceful. She has
That's not a bad thing.
I mean, yeah. She's not like a dryad or anything. Like she doesn't have like bark skin or whatever. But
Okay,
like,
that's what I've been picturing in my head is like this green skin. Like
no, but like I
woman.
think her skin definitely has a green tint to it.
So in other words, she's more along the lines of the ASMR, like
Yeah, like a
Guy that we
fey
ran
touched
into.
person
Yeah.
more than like, and that's honestly what like the night that you guys met that one time
Right,
was
that's
like
what's
too.
Skylark.
Right, there's like a
whatever his
race
name
of
was.
fey people that live here that aren't really
Yeah.
humans, but they aren't really dryads necessarily either.
Right. Yeah.
They're like fey touched. Yeah, there's honestly probably like an Azamar type race which is the fey touched.
Right. Yeah.
And Erastus is kind of becoming one.
Yeah. Honestly, I guess.
Yeah. But yeah, so her face gets more and more flushed, and then eventually she has a hand to her breast, and she's just like, my lord, I don't know what to say. How could I refuse such an eloquent proposal? But she kind of like looks dramatically off to the side, and then she says, I don't know how I could accept, but she says first, I don't know how I could refuse, but I also don't think. I just don't know. I am bound to. And she seems to like rethink it. She's like, no, I am a fae. I am bound by no one. I can go where I please. And she like leans down, right? Because you're like on one knee, right? She leans down and like kisses your forehead, like like gingerly kisses your forehead. Takes like your hand or your head in her hands, and like says to you, I gladly accept your proposal, Ulrich Swain. And that is the moment, Ulrich, where the spell wears off.
Awesome. Okay. I was like, well, I guess
And
it's been nice
suddenly
knowing
you realize that you have been charmed the entire time, and your
Okay.
feelings disappear.
Quick question.
Mhm.
Typically, when somebody is released from a charm spell, they turn hostile to the person who charmed them. Is that? I mean, obviously, it's up to him.
Oh.
But is that a natural tendency for him?
Well,
to be
so it's
hostile
definite.
because
It's
of
not
that?
necessarily that you immediately turn hostile. It's just that you're Ulrich. You are very vividly aware of the fact
right.
that you have just been charmed, right?
I mean,
And that
NPCs turn
makes them
hostile, but
hostile.
obviously, it's a conscious decision.
It's
they
a
make.
conscious decision
Well,
on your
I
part,
feel like-
but you definitely feel like vindictive
Right.
about
I
it.
feel
right?
I feel betrayed.
Exactly.
That was my
Because-
question.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So
Right. Obviously, he's not compelled to like murder her, but
so he's like, and now I shall call the. Oh no.
oh no, you didn't.
Oh.
What is it, my love?
Oh, I'm going to throw up.
Does she not know that her spell wears off?
I mean, she's not thinking about it right now.
I guess that's fair.
Oh. Oh no.
She says, "Are you feeling sick? I have herbs that I could give you."
Oh, I think you should go get some of those herbs. Yes, I think that would be.
Yeah, that's great. You eat something else that she gives you.
No.
So
No.
your idea is to get her to go do something so you can run
Yes.
away.
Yeah, he's kind of like, yeah, please leave my presence.
Okay, make a deception check, Ulrich.
Oh, amazing.
Well, no, he's not thinking of running away, but he's definitely like, oh, please leave me alone for now.
Okay, then make a
He
persuasion
probably
check.
thinks about running away, but he's not going to.
Yeah, make a persuasion check then.
So 8.
Okay, yeah, I mean, I think she says, "Let me just take you this way. Come." And then she like grabs you by the hand and like starts to like bring you over to like the tree, right? Like the
Right.
tree that she had been nailed to.
Mhm.
And she seems to have like I mean, there's all sorts of like because she renovated the whole grove once you guys freed her, and so there's like a bunch of like trinkets and baubles hanging from the trees. There's like gourds right, and like little pots and stuff that are like filled with substances that are like hanging from the tree on like twine. And so she like reaches into some of them and like grabs some herbs and starts to like mix a poultice together. But
Right.
like she makes sure that you're within her sight. What do you
Right.
do?
Oh boy. He's probably like, should I call my wizard? should I ask him to help me? What? Teleport away? This is his inner monologue. You have an anime moment where he's like, yes, love. I'm just gonna be sitting here, and he just has that fake smile on his face, and he's like, oh, what do I do?
What am I doing?
Is it one of those? What was it? Izuku from My Hero Academia,
He's just muttering to himself.
muttering.
Oh, right. But if I just leave right now, then yeah.
So he's probably like, so he's probably like, what if I just make this work? What if do I actually like is she a beautiful woman? Am I
yeah.
interested in her? Like he's like, I don't really want to like I'm a man of my word. Like I'm not going to go against this. And so he's
Stockholm
like,
syndrome
maybe
that
it'll-
fast? Holy cow, man.
maybe it'll work out. I mean, I don't know. And he like turns back over and looks and he's like, she's Fey. And he's like, but I speak Fey. I speak Fey. This could work. And apparently there are portals
not a language
all over the place
barrier.
to the Feywild. I mean, I could just come visit her every once in a while on my adventure to get magical weapons.
Hey, it's Will Smith. All right, Will Smith. Will. Is it Will Smith from Pirates of the Caribbean? Is that his name? He gets to see his wife like once every 100
Will
years.
Turner.
Oh, Will Turner. Yeah.
Turner. Sorry, I was
Will
like, I know it's
Smith is
really
an actor.
generic,
Will Smith.
and I don't think it's Will Smith because I
Yep.
know he's an actor.
Yeah.
I know it's a really generic name, and I can't remember.
Yeah, will turn.
Yeah. No, so he's probably like, so do you know about magical weapons? Is that an interest in your life?
This
No,
is the
no,
ultimate test
no,
for
he doesn't.
Ulrich.
No, he's not like that. He's
Okay.
gonna ask a similar question.
I
He's
mean, you
like,
get a dowry,
No.
right? Just get a magical dowry.
right.
I mean,
No.
I might be important to ask if she has a father that you need to talk to.
I'll leave that to if I actually want to marry her.
Okay.
No, so he's like, so what is your aspiration in life? Maybe we should get to know each other a little bit.
Now that I've proposed and you've accepted,
Right.
let's get to know each other.
That's how marriage works, right?
Yeah. I mean, have you ever dated a person?
I mean,
from America?
honestly,
That's
for
totally how it
most of
works.
history, that's actually how it's
Haven't
works.
you watched Frozen? I mean, come on.
Oh gosh, yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. So I think she like looks over and kind of like has a weird look on her face. Like that was a weird question to ask. She's like,
Right.
I live here and tend the grove. What else would I do?
So you don't have like an aspiration to travel or to see the world and I don't know, make something for yourself. I mean, what is the path to improvement?
Well, I'm always looking for ways to beautify the grove, if that's what you mean.
So you live for this grove. That's your ideal.
I mean, no, of course, not now, of course. Of course, we can go
Oh,
wherever.
no, I'm not trying to offend you. If you love this grove, I'm not asking you to choose me over the grove. And he's like, what am I saying?
And yeah, you seem to have planted a doubt in her heart because she's realizing this now. She looks around and she's like, it would be sad to. Well, what if you just stayed here with me? We could live in the grove. You could help me plant flowers and.
Do
you act like that? Okay.
No, he has way more class than that. He's trying not to offend her. That's his whole goal here. In his anime-ness, he does that though. The audience sees him go on the inside. No, so he's like, "Oh, listen, ma'am, you are indeed beautiful, and I. Why are you laughing?"
That's a great start to a conversation. That's not going to go badly at all.
Yes. And I appreciate the fact that you think so highly of me. In fact, it more than flatters my soul. It actually means something to me. I just am thinking now, maybe our paths are a little different right now. Maybe we should wait a little while before we make things official, and I will come back for you, and we will make this grove later in our lives. But until then, I must fulfill my duty of pursuing knowledge. And one of those things right now is to find a magical weapon, to create a legend for myself, to learn how these things work. It has been my life goal and pursuit all of these years. Do you think you could allow a man to fulfill his dreams before he follows another one?
Make a persuasion check.
Normally, that would be the total opposite goal when you say that.
13 isn't bad.
Okay, I'll set the DC again like I did.
Fuck.
The chances of failure are high.
Actually, you have the odds are in your favor given her bonus.
I was going to say, we don't really know what her bonus is,
but you do fail.
good job. Well done.
So I think what she basically what happens is she says, like her eyes like go wide and she seems to like have like a realization, and she kind of like gets drawn in by your enthusiasm for like the magical weapons, and she says, that is so noble. A pursuit of knowledge, a pursuit for rare artifacts. I have known a person or two, a fae, who has had such a passion. I can leave my grove.
Caleb, can she turn into a magical weapon? That would be awesome.
Thank you, David. I appreciate you to no end.
Oh man, wait
That
a
would
second.
be awesome.
Wouldn't that be really cool?
That
would make all of this so much
awesome.
less painful.
If only she were a dryad and not some normal fae, right?
Well, that's the thing.
Like a wooden
Dryads
sword.
wouldn't do that, but I also haven't specified what weird magical abilities this woman might have.
All we know is that she has really intense control over that grove for some reason. So,
Ulrich, make a luck save.
Yes!
Roll a
How?
d20.
Roll a
you
d20?
should
Yeah.
tell us something about your past and use advantage.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Yes. So obviously in the terms of luck, right? Like it's got to be related to luck.
I mean, it doesn't really matter. You can.
I mean,
do
it should
anything
be
your
about your wizard buddy telling you stories about people who turn themselves into. I don't know.
Okay. All
Or
right. So
about
I'm gonna say.
or
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Their first crush, or
It also doesn't
That's-
actually have to
yes.
be pertaining to the situation at all. I don't think, but
No, it doesn't. It's
Correct.
more. It makes more sense if it does, but
right, yeah.
Right. Makes sense for the story. Okay, interesting. So we see a young Ulrich, and he's sitting and reading, right? He's reading about different different realms, and he comes across the Fey realm, and he starts reading about these beautiful creatures that can enchant and use all sorts of great magic, and he's looking and reading, and so Quell the Essence snaps into picture right next to him and teleports there, and he's like, "What you reading, Ulrich?" And Ulrich is just like, just about Faye. It's meant to be. It's a jump scare for the audience. Like it's really peaceful music, and he just kind of like, "What you reading, Ulrich?" And Ulrich is just like, I'm reading about the Fae. And he's like,
because he's so used to it. Yeah.
Yep. He's like, stone cold emotions as always. Never can trick you. Never can scare you. And he's like, so, Quell, I have a question for you. Oh, of course, my young boy. What is it that you seek? Well, do you know of any Fae that have any type of magic weapons? I've seen they enchant and use all sorts of forms of magic, and yet it seems all they care about is their grove. Don't they ever want to pass on their knowledge and their power to others after they have passed? Oh, my young boy. Not everybody shares the same ideals. Not everybody shares the same cultures. And in fact, that's what makes people so interesting. And he's like, well, I don't really think that. And he just grabs him and teleports onto like the top of a building. And he's like, look down there. And Ulrich is like, ugh. Well, what are you doing? Just look down there. Look at all those people. Tell me, what do you think about them? Well, they seem so small. Oh, yes, they seem so small from all the way up here, but if you were among them... Snaps his fingers, they teleport down. Now you see, perspective. Now you know a little bit more about them, don't you? And like one of them like trips and like stumbles and spills something they have, and one is yelling at the other. Over like it cuts to a different scene, and there's a man yelling at another man, and there's a child crying in the corner, and there's a minstrel singing loudly of songs of great tales, and Ulrich looks around from person to person and is like, and Quell is like, Ulrich, what do you feel? And Ulrich, in his little boy voice, he says, compassion. And Quell smiles and says, ah, now you understand. Not everybody shares the same ideals, and that's okay. Now, if you would like to help people, oh, by all means, if you think your ideal might suit them better, it might be helpful to try to convince them. But always remember, you can't decide for everybody what they should do or who they should be. Everybody's path is their own. You have to understand that. So, teleports them back. When you see these pictures of these Fae, and you think how different they are, and why don't they want to do everything your way? Maybe you should stop and think, is your way the best? And he smiles, teleports out. Ulrich catches the book. I guess not. And then we snap back.
I love Ulrich flashbacks. They're great.
Thank you.
Awesome. Also, I have a question.
Yeah.
What level is calling the instantly just dimension doors? Like it's just.
Well, so I was literally just thinking about that, and I think he must have a magic item that lets him teleport at will. I think we're gonna call that now.
Yep. Okay. All right.
Because I like that part about his character, but that's the only way he would have to be able to do something like that.
Yep. And also, that was great. Well done.
Crap. Okay, let's try that again.
Yep, there you go. That's what you needed.
Is that good?
Yeah.
What am I supposed to get for the luck roll?
It's 50/50. 50/50.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Huh.
Yep.
Makes it a lot less intense.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
So what she says, right? She starts. She's really into your enthusiasm, and she starts thinking about that, and she says, "Ulrich, can I share a secret with you?"
And Ulrich is like, and then he thinks back to that day, and hears Quell's voice say, "Compassion," and he says, "Yes, of course."
And she kind of seems really shy about what she's going to tell you next. But we don't actually see what it is. The scene cuts before we get
Okay. I like that.
the reveal.
Nice.
But it's obvious that basically what happened, right? And Ulrich, you're going to be able to reveal this to the party members, like for yourself. She has that ability, right? She actually is, because she can turn herself into a magical weapon. So basically, think about it like this: she is Maya from Oathbringer, right? She's a spren.
Yep. Okay,
Or
I
like
don't think I've met
50%
my.
of the characters
That
are
doesn't
Soldier.
that doesn't give away anything. She's a spren, right?
Okay, yeah, okay. I mean,
She's a spren.
that's what you could have just said. Syl.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know who Maya is.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense then. It's
Yeah.
fine. It doesn't give away anything.
Okay.
Yeah, she's a spren, right? So she had, it's very similar to that. She's like I think it's revealed actually that she's a bit more like the animistic spirit that Donan worships, right? But she has the ability, right, to take the form of an object of some sort. And so basically, I mean, and we could figure this out, but like, are you guys gonna actually get married?
I mean, in all honesty, if Ulrich met a fae that could turn into a magical weapon, I think he would probably fall in love.
Uh-huh. And I think that's exactly what happens, right?
Yep.
But we don't see any of that. We're gonna have that revealed to us, from
Right.
the audience, for the audience, when you reunite. So let's
Okay.
do this real quick,
Yeah, I'm done.
since we didn't do it before. Let's go through goals, figure out what we want for goals for the session, and
Oh
then
no,
we'll
I didn't
do
think about that at all.
the
Crap.
reunification.
Yeah. Well, I was like, I don't even know what's going on. That's why I was asking what happened last, because I was like, I don't know what my goals should
Yeah,
be.
that's fair.
So find the children, or we still haven't done that, right?
So you can feel free to still have that, because so they did do that last session.
Okay,
But the
but I
minute
can
that you
still fulfill that.
exactly,
Okay.
you can still fulfill it by making your way to them, right?
Okay. And then, I mean, obviously, my last one is, so I get a magical weapon, which I'm going to fulfill.
You're gonna
Find
fulfill
the
your session.
children, which I'm going to fulfill, and then the
Get
third
married.
one is going to be get married.
Oh, perfect. That's so good.
And so I feel like as much as Ulrich is like, I really shouldn't do this, he's like, I made a promise, even though it was under like magic,
Under duress. Yeah.
under duress.
Yeah.
He's still like, that was something that was in my heart, that I that came out of me, even though like it wasn't just the spell, as the spell brought out these emotions in me. Like, this is something I was already capable of.
Yeah.
And so I feel like I have to honor that.
Sure,
and
yeah. And she's a magical weapon, so
Right. So he's like, I find no reason to try to get myself out of this. So
Also, can I just point out that you talked earlier about trying to figure out a way to have a sword that you could magically summon? Like,
yes, that's right. Yes.
Mhm.
two birds with one stone.
Yep.
But-
Okay, cool. Erastus.
Yeah. So actually, I had some goals from last time, anyways. So, find out why I've gained warlock abilities.
Mm-hmm.
Escape the Feywilds and return the children to their village is the new one. Bless you.
Okay.
Thank you.
So those are like
Actually,
two
probably not
separate
their
ones.
village, because everyone in their village is dead. To a village.
Like, get the children to
Yeah,
safety.
some are safe. Yeah. Bless you again.
Sounds good. Donan.
That's me.
Mm-hmm.
Right. trying to decide what the end of last session, we like exploded the thing.
Yeah, you disrupted the ritual.
There was like black tendrils and stuff going after what's his
Yeah, Erastus
right?
had some weird warlock stuff going on that he
Mm-hmm.
wasn't aware of until that point.
Mm-hmm. I think Donan's interested in learning more about that.
Okay. Learn more about Erastus's unusual abilities.
Discover more of Erastus's new condition. Something
Yeah.
like
Yeah. Discover more.
I mean, I'm typing them up right now. So.
Okay. No, yeah, I'm typing them in a separate doc for myself.
Okay, good. I was gonna say if you put them in the character sheet, we'll let up the race condition, and second person to the database wins. Usually.
Yeah.
And then third goal. I'm not sure.
And so obviously you have escaped the Feywild
Wait,
still.
no, that's right. Escape the Feywilds for first goal. Second goal, discover more Erastus's new condition, and the third goal would be, confirm my suspicions of Oberon's plans.
Okay. Right, because you had it revealed to you. You kind of figured out, put two and two together, that he was trying to become a god.
Mm-hmm. I want to confirm my suspicions before I just go and... I don't know that I can do anything about it, but...
Right.
Dang it if this dwarf's not going to try.
Exactly, yeah. Cool. Awesome. Marmaduke. What you got, buddy? Oh, you're muted.
To reclaim my wand. Escape
Right.
the Feywild, still those two are the same.
Mhm.
Do secret stuff is the last one because you added to the laundry list of things wrong with my character.
I know. Yeah, let me look at your sheet and see what.
Is that something that happened last session?
Yes, last
Yeah.
session. Yeah.
And that's not revealed to the whole party yet?
No,
Or just not
nobody,
revealed to me yet?
Nobody knows about
Okay.
that yet. Your goal is literally do secret stuff.
David has access to my character sheet, so I had to be sneaky.
Yeah, it's fair. It's fair. Here, let's message.
I'm gonna send you a message.
Yeah. Do it real quick. Because I will probably have a clarifying thought or two as well. Perfect. Yeah, that's great. That's great. So, is there a specific end to that?
Until
Or
I
just,
know
like-
more. No.
To like anyone?
Well,
Or
specifically the people around me.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Awesome. Cool. Oh man, perfect. Yeah, and honestly, that's basically directly in line with the secret thing that I revealed to you. So, if you
I'm
just
also
do
going
that,
to re-roll because I don't remember what my thing was.
I don't think we actually figured out what your new
Oh, okay.
curse was. Yeah, so go ahead and roll a d100.
Not a D1000.
A d1,000. Wow. Yeah, that would be crazy. 72. Let me find this. 72. Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness, this is literally perfect.
I'm trying to open it. So many curses. Okay. What? That's really cool, actually. Awesome. Awesome. Cool. Okie dokie. Leasig. Last but not leasig.
Wow.
Oh. Oh.
Steal something.
Okay.
Get out of the Feywild and get back what was stolen from me.
Yeah. Cool. Sounds good, guys. All right, so what we see is we see the clearing, the empty clearing now, right? Only one standing stone left. You were all four of the rest of you, besides Ulrich, are standing next to a pile of unconscious children in the middle of this clearing. What are you going to do?
We loot the children.
They have nothing important on them except, like, toys.
Even Leesig's not gonna try that.
Wow, I don't know what I missed, but I think I missed like a moral, like a moral repression. I think that's what I missed. Lots of dead children.
No, they're
Oh,
just unconscious.
they're just unconscious.
They're
Oh.
unconscious, yeah.
Oh, they're just unconscious, but we do want to loot them.
I
Marmaduke
don't want
ones.
to loot them. Donan doesn't want to loot them either.
That was out of character. That was inner monologue.
Or just like, I really want to loot them right now. But yeah. What do you guys do?
I mean, are they conscious?
Nope.
All right. Well, I mean, first things first, we should probably attend to them.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, I was gonna say I could make like a medicine check or something.
let me see if I have any healing left. I think,
Yeah.
yeah, I was gonna heal them, and I didn't have enough
Mhm.
healing for all of them. I remember that being a thing. Yeah, so I have 10 points of lay on hands, but there's. Wait.
Donan has some
That might
lay
be
on hands you can use and some healing as well. If we need it.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, so I can heal 10 of them to 1 HP.
I'm trying to remember, how many children did I say there were? Like 15? Something like that.
74.
I feel like it was 15.
Yeah, it was more than 10 because I couldn't heal them all, so.
Yeah, I think it was 15. So yeah. How many hit points do you have to go around, Erastus?
I have 10, so I could pick 10 of them up at 1 HP.
Okay, I mean, yeah, they don't have much more than... They all probably just have 1 HP.
Oh, gosh. Okay, well,
'Cause
I'm
you
not sure
know,
how they
they're
survived
children.
being in the middle of that fight, but I guess it's a good thing
They were
that
in magical
the-
stasis.
Yeah, oh, okay,
Yeah.
that's good.
But yeah, so you get up 10 of them, and then Donan, are you going to get up 5 more?
I mean, I don't want to use up charges I could be using on the party.
That's fair.
But at the same time, like, can we move them with low HP?
Yeah, I mean, you could... There's 5 of them. If each of you took 1, and then one of you took 2, like, on your backs, you could probably manage it. And then have the rest of the children walk with you.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Wait a minute.
You could also probably try to do a medicine check if you wanted to try to wake them up
That's
without
what I was gonna
magical healing. Yeah, do you want to do that?
I have,
Lisa?
like, I could use healing word, but that, like, did I change around my...
Got an 11. Yeah, you are aware of... You don't have, like, smelling salts with you, unfortunately, so... you can't just, like, wake them up.
I mean... I wish I could remember spell casting in D&D. You use up a spell and a slot when you cast it.
For you as a cleric, you have a certain amount of spells that you've prepared so that you can use a slot on one of those prepared spells, but not a spell you haven't
Oh,
prepared.
so the spell doesn't go away once I've used it?
Nope. It's always prepared, but you only have a limited amount of slots.
Oh, okay. And I have a limited number I can prepare?
Yes.
Okay. 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 Did I actually, when I leveled up, do I get my spell slots for that level? Because I just unlocked level 2 spell slots.
Yeah. So I think normally it's like after you've taken a long rest that happens.
Okay.
So yeah,
Okay.
you'll have to do that before you get those.
Yeah, I mean, I might as well roll Cure Wounds on. I can roll Cure Wounds on 3 of these.
Okay.
How many would that leave?
2.
2? Okay. Yeah, that'd be carryable, I guess. Medicine check maybe, but
Yeah, sure. So you just you heal 3 more of them, and then I guess Erastus takes 1 and Marmaduke takes another since
1d8
Bigger.
plus yeah, so they'd gain 1d8 plus 3.
Yeah, they only have 1 hit point. All of them have 1 hit point, so like
Oh, okay. Well,
it's unfortunately a waste of magical energy, but you do get up 3 of them. So yep. Cool. So basically what happens, I mean, you start healing all these children, right? And they all like start coming to, and then they start like asking, "Where are we? What's going on?"
Yeah, how do you explain this?
Oof.
Goodness, yeah. Yeah, I think Erastus is just like, well, I'm afraid we're a rather far distance from your home. We're going to be taking you somewhere safe. Unfortunately, he's not going to tell him that everyone's dead in the village. So yeah, he just says that. Basically, we're taking you somewhere safe.
You want to make a persuasion check to like ease their minds with that, and so they'll actually like trust you, this random person they've just met.
Why not?
Oh gosh.
Wow.
Okay.
Oh my.
Erastus.
Dang.
So what's really weird about this is you're a low ASMR, so like you kind of look a little dark and creepy.
Yeah, a little bit.
But I guess just the way that you come off, even despite your appearance, the way you come off is so like nice and genuine to these kids, that they all just like immediately like flock to you and like seem like comforted by your presence. And so yeah, I think like one of the older boys, so like he's like 12 or 13, comes up to you and says, "Sir, what are we supposed to do next? Do you know which way it is?
Follow me, I will
home?"
train you into my new army.
Says,
Do you know which
well-
way it is to our village?
not quite. Unfortunately, we need to find a way out of this. Is it a wood that we're in, or like a jungle-ish? It's a wood.
It's
right?
it's like the forest. It's like
Yeah.
Sherwood.
Yeah. We need to find our way out of this forest, and there are a few other obstacles we'll have to overcome, but we will find you somewhere safe to rest.
I appreciate that, sir. If you need any help, I know a thing or two about tracking in the woods and those sorts of things.
Well, I appreciate that. I do have a question.
Yeah.
How much do you know of what happened to the group of you?
Well, as much as I can remember, we were taken by these horrible-looking creatures. They had dark ashen skin, and they were hideous faces and gnashing teeth. And they grabbed a bunch of us and took us to this place. And Well,
Gnashing of teeth sounds like you went to hell.
it's all
Yes.
been a blur.
Those were Fey. They brought you to their realm, home, whatever. And we are going to do our best to find our way out. Pardon me. What was the state of your village when you were? Do you recall?
And
Did the Fae do anything else?
He kind of has this like tough kid attitude that he puts on, but you can see there's emotions bubbling beneath the surface. And he's like, they did something to my pa and my ma. They were there 1 second, and then there were just trees in their place. And I'm not sure exactly what happened, but I think those monsters did some sort of a spell on them or something. Are they all right, sir? Did you see them?
Pardon me. I don't know what's wrong with my throat today.
Just because you want to cry like this before
No, hold on a second. All right, there, that's better. He says, unfortunately, the place seemed about as you described it when we arrived as well. But yeah, you did well. You were brave, and you're doing well. But we have to get everyone else to somewhere safe.
All
I'm
right.
sure not all of the children are as sturdy as you are. And he like slaps him on the shoulder or whatever.
Yeah. He's like, well, yeah. There's a couple of really little ones, sir, and we're trying to look after them. If it's not too forward of me asking, sir, what's your name?
I'm Erastus Camber. This here, and he points over at Ulrich, is Ulrich Swain.
Ulrich is
I'm not here.
Oh right, I forgot. So he says,
I'm honored that you would introduce me first, though.
So he points at Donan and says, Donan McKentiger. Over there is Isig. I don't know if I know your last name, actually. I don't think I
Probably
do.
No, I don't think so.
So this is Lisig, and he looks at you funny like, I don't know your last name. And then he points over at Marmaduke and says, that's Marmaduke? I don't know his last name either. You just realize how little he knows the people he's in company for Donan and Ulrich.
Yeah, and so he reaches out a hand. He says, "My name's Leftwind, sir. Nice to meet you."
Did he reach out his left hand or his right hand? That would be really funny.
His right hand.
Yeah, he takes it and says, well, it's a pleasure.
Reaches out his left hand because he's left one.
Yeah. Woo! Got it.
See,
Got it.
the players on Terranol, I guess, are also familiar with this sort of butchery that you do to all of my names. Seems like I can't make up any NPC name ever without it being butchered. So thanks.
Next time I'll bake your joke instead.
Anyways.
How about deep fried?
No.
Smoked.
So yeah, I think he taps him on the
Thank you,
shoulder,
Josh.
or like puts his hand on his shoulder and he says,
I felt so alone.
he says, there's an awful lot of you, so keep an eye on them for me. Make sure no one wanders off, okay? And
Of
he
course, sir.
moves towards them to like sort of dismiss him, basically.
Yeah, he does like a salute, but then kind of like he's just like, I don't know why I did that. Like I don't know. Just kind of like.
I don't really know the ranking here.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know what I'm supposed to do, but that seems like the right thing to do.
Yeah, I think Erastus kind of smirks a little bit and then lets him walk off.
Yes, your children army is growing.
Yes, children armies.
Terrorists, woohoo!
Hey, I just got a Fey woman to marry me and join our army. So
I mean, to be
That's
fair, she was the predator in that situation, so I feel like
It's fair. It's fair.
Please tell me she can turn into a cougar.
technically one does not turn into a thing that one already is. So
it is one's actions that define who they are.
yeah,
Therefore,
Not what
she-
they can shapeshift into.
Yes.
maybe a different kind of.
Aw, hi, Jerica.
Connor says hi. Oh, she's gone.
Erica.
But yeah, so you guys just kind of like head out then. And in what direction?
Left, obviously.
I think obviously the kid tells us. To
We follow the left wind.
Yeah, I heard if you always hold your left hand out and just follow it, you'll never get lost, and you'll always find your way out.
True.
Yeah.
Right.
Sure, because you'll be going in a circle, so you'll always be in the same place.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. What direction you guys go?
We should go back towards the portal thing that we came through the first time.
So, are you
it's
guys
honestly-
concerned about where I am?
Yeah, I keep forgetting you're not here.
Okay.
I guess your first step would be like, let's go back and get Ulrich.
Okay. All right. I was kind of like, all right, guys.
Bye.
Portal. I don't.
Like, perhaps we should prioritize finding Ulrich. I can't imagine him being lost here is going to go well. It's far too much magic in this place to leave him alone.
Can you feel the love to?
In short, our pal is doomed. All right.
Can't you see what's happening? They don't have a clue.
He'll have a magic weapon, and here's the bottom line.
Our group has increased again.
Yeah, that was fast.
How big is our group now?
Our group's going up by 2.
Yeah, exactly.
There it is.
One group of children and one Fey
There
woman.
it is.
Yeah,
I was counting
we're at
Marmaduke
15
in there.
Plus
Yeah.
that, yeah, that's
plus
true.
magical weapon lady.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I mean, hey, I can be the first person in the history of ever to say that my wife is actually magical.
What is he with having weird women, like wives? Last time your wife was like spaceship.
Hey, what are you talking about? Last time my wife was you.
That's no.
No, that's technically true. Connor's had wives a lot in RPGs.
What can I say? You gotta live out your desires in the.
But I
I was
feel
the
like
husband. All right. Last time you were my wife. All right. Yeah.
yeah, that's
Wait,
actually
I was
true.
gonna say that. I think
No, you were the
Oh.
wife,
Work.
Connor.
Oh,
yeah.
you're right. Yeah, my bad.
You're fine. It was good goof. Anyways.
Yes.
Note how Donan has no family. So there's no chance of family troubles for Donan McKentigard. I've learned my lesson.
I mean, until you get married to a magical weapon, and then
Hey-o.
as many family problems as you want.
Sure.
Yep. So you guys go ahead and head towards that where you
Yeah. Do we assume that he's there?
Yeah, that was definitely the assumption.
Okay.
Because
That
he was
doesn't
still like
require
under
it.
the spell, and he was like, "No, I gotta go back."
Fair. Okay.
So you guys are like halfway there when I think Ulrich, you must like intercept them, right?
Right. I kind
So,
of knew the general direction they were going.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah, you heard them having the conversation about where to go. So.
Oh, okay. Okay.
and
and also-
actually, you guys are on the way there when
Right.
because Marmaduke had known the location. That's
Right,
what
but
it was.
also the Fey woman probably knows the Feywilds
Yes,
pretty well.
yes.
So that would be pretty easy. Then.
So, I guess there's one question for you, Ulrich. What does the weapon look like?
Hmm.
So okay, here's the question: what can I wield? Because I'm thinking I want to make this different than just a normal sword.
Hmm
I don't have any like
Pretty much like all martial weapons, I believe.
martial weapons and
Let me see
Yeah.
if I can find them.
As a
One
fighter
handed
can wield
to have
pretty
much-
much anything that isn't like a barbed whip or something weird like that. Like, I don't think you can do exotic weapons, if that's even still a thing in
I don't
5e.
even know if it's still a thing.
But you can do pretty much any weapon that you might think of off the top of your head, you probably can use. Because martial weapons cover most weapons, I think.
So you could do a battle axe, a club, a dagger, a flail, a glaive, a great axe, a great club, a great sword, a halberd.
You have
Hammer.
Sentinel, so you should do Glaive because it has reach. Oh, that's all I'm saying.
That'd be pretty cool.
Pole arm.
And,
Also, Glaives
yeah.
are cool.
Pole arm.
You have the Green
Yeah.
Dragon saber. And they'll be amazing.
Long sword, obviously. Mace, maul, morning star,
Mace Maul.
pike. Yeah. Quarter
Mace
staff,
Windu and Darth Maul's
rapier, scimitar, short sword, sickle, spear, trident, and that's it. And a
Yeah,
whip,
you could be
and a war pick,
whip.
or a warhammer. Yeah, any of those.
well, obviously I'm gonna want it one-handed so I can still use my
Ah, that's fair.
Right.
my shield.
Can you get a one-handed spear? I feel like you can. I don't know if it has reach, but I know that there's an enemy you can use a spear one-handed, but I don't know if that means that you can do it.
I feel like she wouldn't be an axe
No, that seems
because
Yeah.
she's a fae.
yes, spears can be wielded one-handed or two-handed.
Oh, yeah, they're versatile, but they don't have reach.
They don't have very good-
They're...
No, spears just aren't good weapons.
No, they're not.
So-
Which is
so-
stupid because spears are like actually the best.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean,
Is there-
like,
okay.
glaives and
Ridiculous.
stuff are.
So Caleb, will you allow me to make this weapon treated like a longsword? Obviously, still with the magical properties, but as a taste to make it look different than a longsword, but just
What
treat
would
it
you want
mechanically.
So like having a kopesh, but it's actually a longsword. That's what you're saying. Something like
What's
that.
a
What would you want it
Kopesh?
to look like?
Kopesh is an Egyptian hooked blade.
Oh, okay, yeah. So I'm thinking a scythe.
Like a full-on scythe or like a sickle scythe?
Like a full-on scythe.
Those are definitely two-handed weapons.
Yeah, they're two.
Right. Right. No. So, but it's treated like a one-handed weapon because it's a magical weapon.
No.
No. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, what it looks like is kind of irrelevant, right? Because,
Transforming scythe sword. with
like,
the
I
gun
mean,
in the handle?
mechanically, like, I don't know. I guess it's up to Caleb, but I feel like it doesn't really matter what it looks like, right? Because if it doesn't have reach and it does the same amount of
Right.
damage, then it just is that weapon anyways.
That's why I'm asking that.
So-
Otherwise, I'm just gonna go with longsword. But I feel like that's boring.
Yeah, I honestly think longsword makes the
Ooh,
most sense.
so
here.
here's the thing. There's a
Right.
thing called a war scythe, which is apparently also a band. Anyways,
Okay.
and it's definitely a two-handed weapon, but I feel like you could. Oh, there's more than one kind of them. That's fancy. I feel like you could use this in one hand if you got like a shorter version of it. Let me post it in the chat here. I don't know if you like the look of this, Caleb, or I mean Connor, but there we go. That's the kind of scythe someone actually might fight with, as opposed to a real scythe, which you would never fight with because it's not. It makes no sense.
Actually, I'm thinking.
Even then, I feel like it would be a glaive, right? Like that makes the most sense. But I think
I'm
glaives have to
thinking-
be two-handed.
Okay, so the page that you're going to, I'm thinking this one instead. I'm not sure
Okay,
if this is the
Connor,
picture-
I know what weapon this is.
Oh, okay.
It's a moon blade.
Okay, what does a moonblade look like?
It's a longsword.
Is that like a lightsaber?
No, so it's in the original rules, it's like an elven sword.
Yeah.
But the cool thing here, right, is a moonblade has one rune on its blade for each master it has served. Typically
I love that.
1d6 plus
I love
1.
it.
And
I love it.
So yeah. Okay, so this is the thing.
But,
I
but
think
it's only 1d6 plus 1?
So I think what I'm gonna say is this. So she has had an amount of masters before you equal to that's in the rules. Normally you would roll a 1d6 plus 1. I don't know if I want to do that. I feel like I just want one master before you. I think that makes the most sense. And so this is the thing. I feel like the conversation that you have is so this is what this is. She ends up revealing to you, Connor, that like marriage to her is what unlocks the like sword.
Did you read the
Wow.
part where it says, however, the wielder could not be separated from the sword for any length of time and expect to live? Just out of curiosity.
Where's that?
It's in the. I'm on the like 5e wiki, and it's in the abilities section where it talks about the abilities from each wielder. It also says that you die. So
Oh.
that's
I'm not seeing anything like that.
Let me see. What book is this in?
It's in the Dungeon Master's Guide.
Oh, I don't have that one. Okay.
No, it doesn't say anything like that in the stuff here.
That's weird. I wonder why it says that in the wiki.
And so this is the thing, Connor. I think what it is she's part of a race of Fae who, I mean, they live a really long time, but they get married to mortals. And specifically, like, because they live so long, they're obviously going to outlive their partner.
Mhm.
But then when they get married again, right, then another rune appears, and then it's like this long line of wielders. She's had one person she's been married to before you.
Okay, so I probably asked her how old she is.
She says, I am 120.
That's not as interesting. I was hoping you'd say that she's like super old, and so she's like never married, and so she's like.
No, I think she's young. I think she's young.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, so are we going to say that if I ever let go of the blade, that I'm going to die?
No, that's not in the rules here.
Oh, it's not in the rules.
No.
Oh.
Is it a finesse
Dave
weapon
was looking at something else.
in the book?
What?
Is it a finesse weapon in the book?
Doesn't seem to say. It's just a longsword.
A finesse weapon means I can use my dexterity modifier instead of my strength, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have a good dexterity, so it doesn't.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was asking.
Yeah. No, it's
Weird. Okay.
It's just regular.
Yeah, I can't find whatever it is you're looking at.
So this is the thing, Connor. So the first rune, gives you a +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls, right? So it's a +1 longsword. But then I'm gonna have you roll a d100 to find out what the next ability is going to be. So this is the thing. You have to actually get married to actually. Let me ask you this then. You actually have to like do the marriage ceremony for this to actually happen.
The marriage
right?
ceremony.
No, like you have to get like married.
David.
Sure.
There has to be vows exchanged, basically.
Right.
Oh, okay.
It's
All right.
yeah. It's not a. It's
Do you
not a.
want to
sexual
roll?
flesh thing.
Do you want
It's
to roll now for the d100?
It's like the Oathbringers. I'm sorry, not
Yeah.
the Oathbringers. The Radiance.
Yeah.
The Knights Radiant, yeah. Do you want to roll now for the d100 to find out what the ability is, or do you want to roll it when you actually get married?
I'd say roll it when we actually get married.
That's what I think,
Because I feel like that'll be more suspenseful, more interesting.
Yeah. So when that happens, you'll roll a d100.
Just
and
tell me
it'll
I'm
be
not
amazing.
rolling on Jared's weird.
No. There's a different
Just
table
see what
here.
happens.
No, there's a different table here that
Are
has
you
like.
using Metamorphica for this? Out of curiosity.
What's that?
I'm asking Caleb if he's using the Metamorphica
For what?
for the magic ability for this weapon, because it has.
Nope, there's another
magic-
table in the Dungeon Master's Guide
Oh,
that has a d100.
I need to get that.
So it looks like this blue glowing sword then. Like, what is the rune blade look
It's.
like? Moon blade.
I feel like it's a long sword, right? But it's like it glows green.
Okay.
With like a natural sort of glow, like a forest green.
A bioluminescent.
And it has almost,
Cool.
and it has like tree engravings all over it.
Nice.
Okay.
But otherwise, it seems like a normal metal longsword.
So
And so, what does the rune look like then? What does it say?
The
two,
singular
two
rune.
people's initials next to each other, with a little plus sign surrounded by a heart shape. Yeah, definitely carved by a pocket knife by
like carved in a tree.
a 12-year-old in a tree.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
Wow, I might have found the picture for what it is, Caleb.
Okay. Where are you sending it?
Roll 20 chat.
Okay.
Why didn't it copy? Sorry. That's not.
Fetching.
Yeah, that doesn't.
That's what I'm seeing.
So I copied before it gave me the link.
Oh, okay.
I copied the.
Stop. There might be a problem with the request.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't get it either.
What the heck? I don't.
Why?
Oh, that's so cool.
Oh, did you get it?
I just continued through it.
Ah.
So if my computer shuts down and my identity gets stolen.
Whoa.
Oh, it's the Holy Moonlight Greatsword, of course. The coolest sword in every Dark Souls game.
Oh,
Yeah, no, yeah, that's probably.
Although this
what it
art
looks
is a
like.
little different.
isn't that lit?
Literally.
Literally.
It is.
Oh man, we're on a roll, you guys. We're on a roll.
Oh boy.
Just follow the
Put
wind.
it on stream for everybody to see. So it looks like that.
Neat.
Neato.
Oh, that's
Bambino.
Actually, I guess that's a horrible thing to say. Sorry, I take it back.
What'd you
In
say?
this context, I said I really want that sword, but in this context,
It's not too late. You could snatch her.
I mean, I do have a +6 to my persuasion. Let's have a first.
No, she belongs to me now by promise.
Man,
Belongs.
Yes,
When-
I am her
That's not
master.
very PC, Connor.
Come at me,
It
bro.
has to be PC. He is.
Marmaduke, when you
Yes, bro,
realize the opportunity that fell from your grasp here,
Uh, yeah.
Sorry, David.
so this is the thing, right? So Ulrich again, this works very much like a shard blade, right? So
Okay.
is she walking next to you? Are you wielding her? Like what is this looking like?
I mean, I'm not wielding her yet because I don't own her yet. So she's just walking next to me.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, so you guys reunite. You guys are just walking down this path, right? And then Delia and Ulrich come out of the other side, and you guys are suddenly, and there's like 15 children.
And you guys work fast. I'm just kidding. Oh, dude, that's amazing. I love that sprite.
Oh, nice. Aw, that's so cute. This is if this was like a pixelated RPG. This is what would happen. Yeah, you'd see this. Isn't that so cute?
Yeah, this is not where I was expecting this character to go, but
No,
honestly,
no, me neither, dude.
yeah.
You don't say.
Okay. All right. So yeah. So she's just walking with me then, and I'm like,
Yeah.
"Hey, guys, I found you."
So she's
Looks
there with
like
you?
you found
Yeah.
someone else too.
Oh yeah. So I draw the sword, my sword, and I'm like, yeah, and I kind of hold my hand back towards the children, like, don't come closer, and I step up towards the both of you, and I say, I think that's quite enough. If you'll let go of your spell now, I'd rather appreciate it.
There is no spell right now.
Ulrich, of course you would say that. You're under this. That's the point. And I look back at her and I'm like, we'd like our companion back now, please. You've had your fun.
Erastus, the spell wore off, and I realized what had happened, and we got to talking, and, well, she is this ancient being that she passes on her,
Ulrich.
and she just
Yeah,
kind of
can I
looks
just go calling women old?
Oh.
That's not what I please, I meant no offense.
Anyways, that's what I was saying.
Hey, what's her
I'd
name, by the
appreciate it if
way?
you'd remove your
That's awkward.
Wow. Wow.
You
her
never
name
told
is
me her name.
Her name is Delia. I did
Delia?
tell you her name.
Oh, okay. Just called her the fake creature. Okay, so yeah. So Delia, I meant no offense. Why don't you just explain?
I suppose. My name is Delia Moonblade, and I am a part of a sisterhood of ancient beings. We are oath keepers of a sort. We bind ourselves to mortals, and they wield us for a time as weapons of grace and beauty.
weapons and you wield their minds. I see how it works.
She just ignores that comment. And she said, I had sworn off my duty for quite some time now, but Ulrich regaled me with tales of his quest to search out magic items and knowledge of all sorts, arcana, and I was moved by it, and I remembered my true purpose. We are betrothed to be married. And let's see.
Yeah, I make an exasperated huff sound. I'm gonna make an insight check so I can stop.
Okay, sounds good.
I was gonna say stop sounding like an idiot, but in reality,
Oh, congratulations on the wedding, old buddy Ulrich. High five.
yeah,
You're
okay, I got
not-
23.
All right.
Yeah,
So you high
so-
five?
yeah.
Okay, cool.
No, I high five him. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, roll another D100, Jared.
Oh, by the way, Caleb,
What procs these D100 rolls?
it doesn't matter. Hey, Caleb. Oh, by the way, I sent you a new thing. This is better.
Okay, yeah.
What's going on?
Some things, you know.
Yeah.
All right.
The first one I sent you, definitely a joke. I found a wild magic table that has 10,000 different effects.
What?
And the last one, it blows up the nearest star.
What?
But what if we used that one though?
Yeah.
No.
Oh my gosh, there are so many weird things on here.
No, I am going against this. I would like to veto this. I would like to.
Caleb, I can't find the moonblade.
You want this
anywhere in
roll?
the-
You want this instead of the other one, Jared?
Huh?
You want this table instead of the other?
Oh, the most recent one I sent you.
Right.
How many is that? Like 1,000?
No, this is just 100.
Oh.
How about you roll a 2D100, or sorry, a 1D200 each time, and then we'll say the first 100 is the first table, the second 100 is the second table.
Wait, what?
So you combine the
1D200, okay.
tables.
Yeah, 1D200. Gives us a whole bunch of stuff to work with. Okay, so that is 30 on this new table. Let's take a look at it.
Crap.
Okay, cool, awesome.
So stupid.
Okay, what's going on? What happens?
Man, I gotta keep track of so many things
Yeah.
because of you, Jared.
Because of me, because
Why
of
do
you,
you
you
build a
allowed this to happen.
You built a mechanically
You allowed
complex
this to
character.
happen, he says, like he didn't ask for it.
Yeah.
I need to make some notes here, but yeah, continue on with your conversation.
Uh,
You don't feel any different, Ulrich.
All right, that's good.
Yeah.
Did anything actually change
Yes.
within me?
Yes.
Crap.
Wait, what? For what?
Something that is you don't know yet.
Oh, okay.
Of course.
Don't take high fives from Marmaduke.
Oh.
That's what we've learned.
Can Donan make a
I mean-
roll, see if he can sniff out something happened here?
Yeah,
Last time he high fived
Marmot-
that pillar and it disappeared. So
It's true. Make a deception check, Marmaduke, and then Donan make a insight check.
Could I have made one of those too?
Yeah, sure.
I mean, I feel bad about no. I don't want to veto anything.
Okay.
Screw it.
I mean, you could do it now, even like after you've high fived him.
Oh, okay, okay,
Right, to be like,
Yeah.
wait a second, that was fishy.
right.
Fishy, this is pretty par for course for me.
Hey, 17.
Oh.
Yay!
Yeah,
do, I
so
have any, do I have any luck left? I don't
What
remember.
did you just do exactly?
I don't think you have any luck left, Jared. No, you used it all.
So I'm just like, so what did you just do exactly?
I look to my hand and then I go, do you not know what... Wait, what land are they from? Can I make an insight check? Are they from England?
Yeah,
Yes.
they're all from. You can tell they're all from
Yeah.
England. Yeah.
Do you not have high fives
I'm not
in
from
England?
England.
Well, I mean, you
I'm
know,
from
yeah.
Scotland.
Donan's from Scotland. Yeah.
And so
There's a difference.
Ulrich
There's
just
a
says,
very big difference.
Ulrich just says, listen, you're a sorcerer, correct?
Yes.
What you don't understand is I grew up with a wizard.
Hey, me too.
Everything that I know. What just happened here? Tell me.
So, we raised our hands, and then we clapped them together.
Ulrich puts a hand on his sword. I'll ask one last time, or else the hand is coming off.
Wow, that escalated quickly.
Ulrich
you're
doesn't
gonna be
screw around
throwing
with
magic,
magic, man.
If you're gonna be throwing magic around like that, you better be willing to explain it.
He also does not trust you whatsoever. He found you naked fighting yourself.
Yeah.
Oh, wonderful. Why don't we all just draw our swords? We can all run each other through and just be done with it.
Okay, well.
I'm out of magic for the day.
You
Don't
seem
do
to love
that.
a little dagger.
Yeah. All right.
Plus, I have Delia on my side now.
Yeah. All right.
Thank you.
I have a confession to make. I might be more than a sorcerer. I am a wild mage, and I am also king of Crab Island.
Ulrich draws his sword.
I'm not lying! roll.
No, make a persuasion check, Marmaduke, against an insight from you, Ulrich.
I'm not even lying.
So I know you're not lying. There's no part of me that's a lie. But Ulrich definitely thinks that's a lie.
Persuasion.
Yeah, persuasion.
Hey.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
He's very convincing. He's just a quirky old sorcerer. It's fine.
I point to the dancing crab. Emperor, tell him.
It just kind of like clacks its claws.
Does it tell us through interpretive dance?
Yep.
So Ulrich is just like, so what did you just do to me then?
Well, I kind of just exude magic wildly at times. All the time.
That's
Forever.
safe.
So I
Against
should
control.
touch you?
Donan
mean,
takes about
touching
7
me,
very noticeable
Being
shuffles.
within 10
inside.
miles of me, I might accidentally explode a sun. You know. But that's like 1 in 10,000 chance.
Did you just break the wall there?
Jared, wait a second.
What?
A second. Remember the curse you have right now?
Oh, yeah.
You
Crap.
had disadvantage. You had disadvantage on all of those rolls.
On all of them?
Both of those rolls.
It doesn't-
You
it doesn't
technically
matter
still.
anyway.
It doesn't matter, but just to keep
Yeah.
that in mind. So he didn't get a crit success.
Crap. Which one do I have?
30. Remember?
30.
So what just happened to me
wow.
then? Do you know?
Oh yeah. By the way, Marmaduke right now is like constantly sniffling and having a runny nose. All of a sudden.
Darn
What happened? Yeah, what happened to me though? Do you know what you just did to me?
Yeah.
So explain.
Wait, what? Oh, I thought this
no,
was out of character.
Oh no, yeah.
Oh, I have no idea what just happened to you. Did something happen? Do you feel weird? Are you okay?
Well,
Do you need a blanket?
Something definitely happened. I don't.
Do you need a blanket?
Okay.
Are we
nobody-
forming bonds of camaraderie?
No, have formed too many bonds today already. Let nobody touch him. Why is he with us here? Why is he trustworthy? What he just
Why is she with
cast
us?
a spell on me.
Why is she with us?
She cast a spell on you on
She
purpose.
is with me because I'm going to marry her and we're going to form.
Yes, you're going to marry her because she mind slaved you. I
No,
don't think that's
no,
a
I
good
was going
reason.
to marry her because she mind whatever it be, but now I'm going to marry her because she's awesome.
Delia just like smiles and like puts a hand on your shoulder.
This woman is incredible. I can't think of marrying anybody else.
I wonder
In fact, I
why
don't
you
think I
can't
ever planned to
think
get
of
married
marrying
in
anybody.
the course of my life. So, wait, what did you say?
I said I wonder why you can't think of marrying anybody else.
Ah, yeah, okay.
That
Be
was
that
not-
way.
I'll be back
I
in
figured,
2 seconds.
Okay.
So
Can
I think
Lisa do
go ahead.
detect magic to see if he's like still under a spell?
Oh,
Is that how
yes,
that works?
do that, and then tell me what Jared just did to me.
Oh yeah, you can make detect magic. Yeah.
Cool.
I love that you have detect magic. I really appreciate that.
Yeah. Let me think about what school of magic this is. So there is transmutation magic on Ulrich right now.
That's all it tells you?
Yeah, just that there is
Yep,
magic.
it's the
in
type of
school.
so
Oh.
something definitely happened. It's transmutation, which means something about you changed physically.
Okay, that's interesting. Did I grow taller or shorter or something like that?
No, you don't seem to think so.
Can I make some sort of roll to figure this out?
I guess.
An Arcana check?
Yeah, make an Arcana check, I guess.
Does this matter really?
It does, but it's very, very unlikely you'll figure it out right now. Okay.
I literally just critted.
You know, when I say things, I should just not say things. So, Ulrich,
Oh.
explain to me how you can possibly know exactly what is just happened to you.
I mean, Quell the Essence has probably cast so many spells on me over the years that I've probably recognized some of them by now.
Okay, yeah, so you remember, Ulrich, a time, like, several years ago when your master got a magic item. It was a music box, and every time he would play the music, anyone who heard it got some sort of random curse.
Okay.
And like you feel like there was a slight sensation that happened when he like high-fived you, but now you think about it and you're like, you have gotten this exact curse before by a stroke of luck. And so
this usually wears off from the music box. It's just like a joke thing that he does.
Yes, I think that is what the music box did. Yes.
Okay, but this one is going to be permanent.
You don't know, but so you know that this is the curse that's been been placed on you. Whenever you see a trap or other intricate mechanical device, you make it makes you you become shaky until you examine it through an investigation check. Until then, you have disadvantage on all other mental saves and skill checks. If you don't investigate the device, you remain nervous until you're in a different room, and D6 plus D4 minutes have passed.
That's so dumb. Why?
With that 20, does he notice the thing that you did to me last session? You rolled a 20.
No, because that's not what the roll he made.
Yeah,
So
not even.
Oh. Well.
Plus, how we determined that I figured that out wouldn't affect.
Oh yeah.
You.
But I mean, he obviously did this purposefully. He knew he was going to do this to you. He cursed you.
Let's just say, outside of character, this is 100% Caleb's fault.
It is. It actually definitely is.
I'm not choosing to do this.
Okay, so I'm just like, okay, well, you just cursed me. I think we have to fight now.
I have to fight when she cursed you.
I mean,
that's a very good point.
Could Lisig make an Arcana roll to see if Ulrich is actually still under her spell?
Oh,
Well,
maybe there's something weird happening with the fey creature still.
Just to like prove to Erastus that he's not under her spell.
I mean, I made an insight check, so I believed her, but I still don't like her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and honestly, no. With your detect magic, detect magic, Lisig, you have without a doubt proven that she has no enchantment on her on him because he doesn't have an enchantment on him, right? It's just transmutation.
Could have transmuted his brain. I'm kidding.
Ew.
Yeah, that's basically what happened. He gave you like a mental tick, basically.
Hey, Caleb,
mechanical devices.
Can I roll a wisdom save on myself?
To not do what?
to not kill everyone.
Make a wisdom save.
What?
Yeah.
You have to make a wisdom save.
Wait, that escalated quickly.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah,
Dang it.
Okay, so this is what happens. Ulrich, you say like, I think we need to fight, and then Marmaduke's like, yep, we do, and then.
Wait, what?
Oh man. Goodbye, Marmaduke.
I did interject there, and Ulrich relented a little bit.
Yeah, no, I was mostly joking.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, David even made a joke about it. No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then if that's the case, then that's fine.
Do you want to get rid of his character at the end of this session? Is he going to be able to be back next week?
I mean, he'll be able to come back
doing
later.
it next
I don't
week?
think
It wouldn't be next week.
Oh,
It would be
yeah, 2
2
weeks.
from
it would be the week.
Yeah.
But it's fine. It's fine. He doesn't do it if that was a joke.
Yeah, I think we de-escalated that in character.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
It's like, so.
Yeah,
that's what Jared realized.
so yeah, Erastus just said, well, this is what happened with you and
Yeah,
like,
I say you didn't have to fight when
Right.
she.
yeah, when
she
Delia
asked you.
cast a spell on you, and I was like, true. Guess I shouldn't freak out every time somebody casts a spell on me.
I mean, you should. You just
well,
did.
Yeah, yeah, but Ulrich was very much like,
Yeah,
like,
you're used to
don't-
it. I suppose.
you don't cast spells on me, like because this one actually did something to me. The one with Delia actually led me to something good.
Right.
It was an
although that
accident.
wasn't her intention, but
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, she didn't try to.
no. Yeah.
She was trying to do it on Marmaduke.
Right.
Although I don't know that you know that, but that doesn't really
No.
matter.
He did.
Oh, he did know that?
I'm just like,
yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay. Anyways, well, now that we've all established that no one can trust anybody, can we please move on?
yes.
Yeah, we have to save
I'm trustworthy.
kids.
The poor
Yes, we
kid,
have
like
to.
listening to all of this.
More
Yeah, let's focus on the
important
good
matters.
news. Erastus has his kids back. He's such a good dad.
Yeah, so I think like Lefwin comes up to you, Erastus, and like pulls on your sleeve and says like, the trees are starting to look a little scary. I think we should move on. Something doesn't feel quite right.
Yeah, he just nods and says, "You're probably right. We should move," he says to everybody else.
That's a smart kid you got there, Erastus.
Dad
yeah.
Erastus.
He just looks at you kind of funny, like, that was a weird way of saying that. And then just kind of like nods, like, yeah, he is. And then nods off to like the road, like, let's kind of move on. What was her name again? The Fey lady, Dahlia? Is that her name? Delia?
Delia, yeah.
Delia.
So yeah, I look to her and I say, well, Delia, if you're engaged to Ulrich or whatever, does that mean you'll help us get out of here? We need to find an exit. I'm not sure the entrance will serve. The entrance we used anyways.
Are you talking to Delia?
Yep. Yeah, he's talking to Delia.
Okay. Can you say that again? Sorry.
Basically, I just said, if you're helping us out, can you lead us to an exit?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so I think she definitely, she nods and she says, of course,
Wonderful.
this way. And then, like, starts to take you towards, in a direction. And I guess that's a good enough place to take a break.
Yeah.
And then we'll come back and find out what happens when you try to get a bunch of kids out of the Feywild. When we return with more Anno Domini right after this. Stick around.